Hope is the Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. We Grow Accustomed to the Dark by Emily Dickinson. We grow accustomed to the dark when light is put away, as when the neighbour holds the lamp to witness her goodbye. A moment we uncertain step for newness of the night, then fit our vision to the dark and meet the road erect. And so of larger darknesses, those evenings of the brain, when not a moon disclose a sign, or star come out within. The bravest grope a little, and sometimes hit a tree directly in the forehead. But as they learn to see, either the darkness alters, or something in the sight adjusts itself to midnight, and life steps almost straight. Hey guys, it's Ronnie B at Sk8oetry, and this is Barnes, as I've never seen it before. Of course, everybody is staying at home and social distancing if they're coming out to shop or do their daily exercise. So I'm going to keep trying to make these videos while we're still allowed out for daily exercise. Going for a skate is mine, so yeah, if you would like me to continue, if you're enjoying them, do let me know by giving the video a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. That just means you get a little alert every time I release a new video. So with this new normality that we're all getting used to over the past week, I found myself reading a lot of Dickinson. She's a poet that I actually got into a bit later in life, and her writing is absolutely incredible. She's one of those writers who, on first look, appears to write quite simply. However, when you start to think about each line, you realise how much complexity there is. So I picked two of her poems that really resonate at the moment because they're about hope. Hope is a Thing with Feathers is such a delightful poem. We get this image of hope as this constantly singing bird that perches in everyone's soul, which really rings true at the moment because we're all staying at home and keeping our hopes up that we're going to get through these tough times ahead. It's such a clever little poem as well. In the first line, Dickinson avoids the temptation of just using the word bird and opts for the thing with feathers instead, which immediately gives the poem a light-hearted and positive feel. I also love how she almost confronts the storm herself in the second verse with, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird, showing the resoluteness and invincibility of hope. In one of my previous videos, If by Kipling, I spoke about poems with great final lines, and this is one of them. I won't lie, the final line gets me every time. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Like, wow. I think it's the final two words that do it. Of me. Firstly, they take you back to the at all at the end of the first verse, but then they make the poem personal for the first time, and we picture the poet's own previous hardships and how she overcame them with hope. The second poem, We Grow Accustomed to the Dark, you could say is even more applicable to the current world we're living in. Dickinson wrote it at the peak of the Civil War, and it's about dealing with uncertainty and adversity through the simile of walking in darkness. I mentioned at the start about Dickinson's writing appearing simple at first glance, but actually holding complexities behind the lines. This poem is what I mean by that. If you scan your eyes over it, it could be simply about your eyes accustomizing to the dark, but there is so much more in it. The whole poem is written in a fragmented way, and that unevenness gives the reader that fumbling about feeling, exactly like when you step into the dark. I find the third verse very powerful, mentioning evenings of the brain. What a phrase. When not a moon disclose a sign or star come out within. You feel that she's addressing mental health here, but then she follows it up in her next verse with her traditional levity about being hit in the forehead by a tree, before finishing the poem on the positive note in the final verse when the darkness alters and we do almost get fully accustomed to seeing in the dark. So that's it for this video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, hopefully at Sk8oetry. Peace out.